they do it both well, and I don't know if you can say that they do one better than the other. I do believe this: they're run first, and you better stop their, as explosive as they are in a pass game. Okay, you better stop their run game to be able to have a chance to have overall success against them. You got to get more one-on-one opportunities on the practice field, Randy, and we've got that because of 2 weeks' time. We're going to end up with probably twice as many one-on-one opportunities in practice. That's important. You've got to become an offensive player. And by that I mean you got to put yourself in the best situation to see the football. If you end up playing blind with your back to the defender, the odds favor them in a game like this because Bryce Petty throws the ball so accurately, and they have so many acrobatic receivers that can make the great catch, not just the simple catch. They're the short stuff that comes so easy to them because you give them so much respect, set you up for the double moves and the stuff that goes downfield, and you got to train those guys to be able to handle both. So there's a lot of things that Mo's doing in practice this week that's probably different than what he would normally do. Accuracy would be the most. Next would be, I don't think anybody in college football gets the ball out of their hand quicker and from point A to point B faster than he does. Just amazing what he does with the football. I think a lot of it is truly based on what they're given. And some teams, let's just take the simple that everybody sees: a corner playing off, so the hitch is there. So you see that pre-snap and you take advantage of that. Okay, well, if that corner shows that off and rolls into a press look or a squat look, you lose that after the snap. Okay, they do a lot of that after the snap takes place, which is not easy to do, and then they set that stuff up off of a run game look, which isn't easy to do, and still get the ball out with that speed that I spoke of. Well, Phil Bennett's an exceptional defensive coach. He's proven that time and time again in his history. A few years ago, they were playing with a lot of young kids, and as they began to understand and develop his defensive scheme and what he was trying to accomplish, you really saw them rise as a defense just a year ago. Now I think they've landed. He's been there long enough where they understand what he's doing. They've recruited to it. They have confidence in what they're doing, and yeah, giving up 9 points a game in modern football is pretty dang impressive. I think anybody that's a competitor enjoys the challenge of a game like this. They're the 6th-ranked team in the country. They've earned that ranking by what they've accomplished, not only in the past but this season through 3 games. You're facing a guy who I think should be the Heisman front runner. He's that tremendous of a football player. I told Art that a year ago before the game that I thought he was better than the 2 previous, and to be honest with you, I thought Foles was better than the guy before him, and he won a Heisman Trophy. So. When you're facing elite players like this, as well as an elite team, it should bring out the best in you, and you've got to play your best in order to have a chance to compete. It's one of the spots where we're evolving, and what takes you to the micro piece of it. But we're starting to figure out who can do what and how we can do it as a front. In that taking place, we've become more productive. 4 sacks in our last game for us is dang good. Not only sacks, but pressures back there. And then it's not just sacks, it's guys showing up on the tackle charts. We've had too many games here where you could look at that tackle position especially and not see any plays being made. 1 assist maybe, 1 tackle, and that's about it. Mitchell can play there. There was a need finally, and we had to push him into action, and he did well. That gives other guys at the DN position, guys like Darius White and Del Pearson, a chance to show up. Trent Taylor continues to rise as another one of our JC guys. I think they're growing up, as you talked about, and we knew it would be necessary for our defense to grow. I think Nigel's far from playing his best defense yet. I think he realizes that. He knows this game is a big challenge for him, and it gives him a chance to not showcase himself, but measure himself, maybe, if you will, a little bit. And he needs that. We need him to play well in a game like this. Sam Richardson and Ken Lynn, whether they're alternating at corner or both on the field at the same time, which they will be with some of the things we do, they need to step up. I think Sam Richardson had a long game a year ago in this game. I'm sure he appreciates that and understands that and wants to improve upon that himself. TJ Mutcherson had his best game as a Cyclone last week against Iowa, and he's getting more serious about the game of football, and something that's necessary if you're going to find success. That's been fun to watch. Kamari, shoot, he's just played 2 games, and what he can become, we'll continue to figure out. But he's having fun playing it. Kwan Floyd got the most snaps he's had last week, and certainly showed up. So. This group, much like our team, will improve on a weekly basis. Very much so. In the long run, to be a successful team, you need to run the ball. It helps your defense as well as helps your offense. We continue to try to get that in a position where it's improved. But you're not going to beat your head against the wall just to do it to say you're doing it. You got to find ways to have success. You still got to be able to utilize it to set up things, and I think we're doing an adequate job of doing that as we continue to work to improve upon it.